All right. So my name is Elijah Steele, and we'll be comparing Malcolm X and myself. So the motivation of Malcolm X and I are more alike than not, and here's why. Malcolm X was born in Omaha, Nebraska, May 19th, 1925. I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, June 19th, 1999. So we're 1 month and 74 years apart. So now we'll talk about before Islam. So before Islam, Malcolm was a foster kid because of his mother's inability to take care of her children. So he lived in Milwaukee, where I'm from. He lived in Milwaukee and Michigan for a short period of time. Before Islam, Malcolm X also spent 6.5 years in prison for larceny. Um, Before Islam, I was brought up both Christian and Muslim. So my mom was a Christian, my dad was a Muslim. So it has a big part in who I am today. So I've never leaned toward one or the other. And I spent a lot of time in the mosque and the church. And seeing that my mom is a minister, I spent a lot of time in the church. And Malcolm X, he converted to Islam while he was in prison. He read a lot of books about slavery and a lot of nonfiction books. So he moved to Detroit with his brother. And his brother is a Muslim. His brother helped him convert and become a Muslim, and that's where he met Elijah Muhammad. So now we'll transition to Yaqub. Yaqub is a man who created the grafted devil, basically. He wanted to create a being to rule the original man, and he is another research project. Okay, so here we have his daughters. And they're all listed. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. In 1963, he was declared one of the most sought-out speakers, in the world. He was phenomenal. He even got Muhammad Ali to convert to Islam from from anything. So he believed in separation, and a famous quote from him is to have your own is to have control. And I believe that that's very great, because if you have your own, nobody can tell you what to do with it. So that's why the quote is, when you have your own, you have control. That's why he wanted to stay segregated, stay separated, and keep everything within the family, basically. So what I learned from Malcolm X was he bumped heads with his leader slash mentor slash teacher, Elijah Muhammad. He received multiple death threats before he was assassinated in Audubon, New York, or the Audubon Theater. And he has 10 siblings, which is crazy because I have 12. So that's what I learned from Malcolm X.